What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crystals and Coffee. Um, I started this kind of, series of videos for fun, just to kind of talk about a specific stone or mineral or crystal each episode, and have some coffee and enjoy and have some fun while we're doing it. In today's episode, I want to talk about fluorite. So fluorite grows all over the world. It's found all over the world, actually. You can literally find this mineral on every continent, just about. What I have here in front of me is fluorite, pretty much all from one locality, one province, which is most all the stuff comes from Hunan, China. And the reason why I have all that in front of me is because, well, A, that's what I have kind of in stock for right now, but also it's arguably true that China has the best fluorite, the highest quality fluorite mineral, with the most definition, with the most the best color, the best saturation, the best clarity, etc. The best fluorites come from China, in my opinion. I've seen fluorites that come from England, which look amazing, by the way. I've seen fluorites that come from here in the States, in like Colorado and stuff like that. I've seen fluorite that comes from South America. I've seen fluorite that comes from Europe. And they're all really good. Fluorite has that unique cubic characteristic. That's what fluorite is. And fluorite is multicolored, by the way. It's a multicolored mineral. Now, let's start with the name fluorite itself, because it's very interesting, right? This name is actually derived from the Latin word. And I might be pronouncing this wrong or incorrectly. I'm not, I don't speak Latin, and I sure as heck don't know how to really pronounce any Latin phrases, totally correct. But it comes from the Latin word fluere, which means to flow. It just means to flow, and I found that amazing that somebody decided to name this mineral fluorite based on the word to flow in Latin, because that's pretty much what the metaphysical properties is of this mineral, right? The energy in this crystal, in this stone, the energy that you get from this mineral helps your energy flow, and that's the main metaphysical property right there. It really helps you kind of flow out, helps you kind of expand your energy, but not so much like powering up expansion, more just like letting it release and flow everywhere, and it's a very calming effect. That's what fluorite is metaphysically. It's calming, it's flowing. If you're a type of person who has troubles maybe or issues keeping yourself or maybe your mind or physically, mentally, emotionally calm or grounded or stable, and you're kind of just jittery and all over the place, you may not need fluorite, because fluorite just kind of helps you kind of flow outwards. You might already be kind of flowing out, but if you're somebody that doesn't can't do that as but if you're somebody that can't flow out as easily as the other person who could, you could really benefit from fluorite. And I just want to show you guys here a couple of different physical characteristics of fluorite and how it's so unique. How there's the multicolor, the bands, the cubic shapes, etc. So we're going to start right here on this Lazy Susan. This is a whole tray of green cubic fluorite from a very specific mine called the Yaoganqing mine in China, in Hunan province, China. This is amazing stuff. Now let me just hold this up to the camera. Also, I'll get some close-ups on this stuff, but check that out. That is just awesome. This is like glass, very very sharp points, well-defined terminations, well-defined points and cubic formations, and you can actually see on this side, you see some phantoms in there. And this is just what a typical cluster looks like. This is very high quality stuff. Very awesome, cool stuff. The more matrix there is, the more it grows outwards, the more like third dimensional, 3D it is compared to like being flat 2D. The more 3D it is, the higher the quality, right? The more cubes, the more crystals, the more unique kind of growth and characteristics on the stone itself. So these are like very common clusters. You can see this one right here. This just grew as one cubic, kind of one cube, and you can actually see really cool etchings. This is natural. These are natural etchings on this crystal that kind of grew just like that. So it makes it really unique. Makes it really really awesome. Here's the one that's got a big crystal right here, and then just kind of smaller ones down here. This is a bigger piece next to that one. This would be considered a bigger, like a large or maybe even XL cluster, and it's really cool, right? You see the cubic formations. It's got a very beautiful green color. This one, these are all green, but you can tell that some of these are more kind of greenish than others, and this one has a small little piece in the back too. You can definitely tell that some have, some are lighter green and some are darker green, right? And like this one right here that I first showed was definitely darker green. See right here, here's another perfect example of it. So these are just kind of, stuff you'll find from this mine. This is an awesome one. This is just like one big cube. It's really cool. This one large, extra large cube. These are just, that's what you'll find in this mine as far as these kind of cubic terminations go. We're going to move over here now to this side, where I have smaller pieces from different mines. Up in the front here, you're going to see a mixed match of colors. Now, this fluorite, these right here, right? This, I've shown this before. This is the highest quality fluorite I've ever had, and I think it's the highest quality I'll ever have. These fluorites are from, here's a big one. These are from the same province in China, but a different mine, but near it. And this mine, with every mine, right? With every mine that the mineral comes out of, it's going to be slightly different because it's going to be different based on the location it came out of. Each mine has different mineral contents, different this, different that, different levels of heat, temperature, humidity, different stuff in the soil, different stuff in the ground. So it's always going to be slightly different, and that actually does affect the energy a little bit, which is really interesting. But yeah, you have this beautiful, I call this a glassy translucent green. When I put these up on my shop, on my Etsy shop, these I call them glassy because they really are. I mean, the surface is just so much more higher quality than this stuff. This stuff is amazing. Don't get me wrong. This stuff is absolutely amazing. But when you look at it, you can see like the surface of these cubes, of these terminations, of these crystals is literally like glass. It's as smooth as glass, and there's nothing, murky about it. It's just straight see-through, clear as heck, and you can see the matrix, and the color saturation is just absolutely amazing. So, and then you have fluorite from the same mines as these. These are smaller pieces here. I can show you guys this stuff. This is like a purple fluorite, right? You can actually see phantoms, if you will, phantoms on the edges that kind of grew right there on the edge. Now, this stuff is amazing because, like I was saying earlier in the video, fluorite comes in many different shapes and colors and sizes, etc. This is a perfect example of it. This is like a light blue, clear light blue fluorite right here, and actually, this is two different minerals. Now, I want to talk about that as well. Fluorite grows with other minerals really well. This one, for example, this is called wolframite, I believe. It's a form of pyrite. And it's just really cool how it grows. It's the cubic shape, the light blue hue growing on top of this kind of like a slab of wolframite. It's really amazing. It's really, really cool how other minerals grow on top of each other. And when that happens, it changes the metaphysical properties because then you get the energies, the energetical benefits of both minerals on that one specimen. And also when you find minerals that have 2 or 3 different minerals growing on top of each other as one specimen, it's probably going to be more expensive at the same time. Here's a perfect example of that as well. A small little guy here. This is actually a quartz point, right? Just regular quartz, clear quartz, pretty well defined point with a cluster of fluorite, of light blue fluorite, with these little speckles of pyrite. Amazing. So 3 different minerals. You get the energetical benefits of all 3. Absolutely stunning, Here's another one. This is and it's so unique. It's like a purple fluorite cube with quartz, and this is calcite, the yellow, sorry, the white stuff, the white, you know, clumps of crystal. That's calcite. It's amazing. Here's another one. This is the same thing: quartz, calcite, and some fluorite. And the last one right here, this is phantom, like a light blue purple phantom fluorite, cubic fluorite cluster. So as you can see, like all these crystals come from the same mine, and yet they're all so different, right? Different in color, shape, size. Some have multiple minerals on it, some don't. That's why, you know, I love fluorite. I just love how diverse and how it's got so much variety to it, as far as, you know, physical characteristics and even metaphysical characteristics when you're talking about the fluorites with many different minerals on them. I want to talk about something you'll see a lot, which is fluorite like this. You see this? This looks really cool. If you shine a light behind this, and you know, you look at it and with the light behind it, this is like, it has awesome bands. This also comes from China, but this is cut and polished. This is not natural. It's cut and it's polished. What they do is they'll find big raw chunks of fluorite, like big boulders, right, like this big, or even maybe even bigger, and it doesn't have any well defined points, or it doesn't, maybe it won't have any, maybe it's just like a rock, you know, it's shaped as a rock, no points, no terminations. So, you know, what they do is they just cut it up and shape it into like points like that, or sometimes even slabs. I have a slab right here, and they, you know, sell it as that. Now, the energy in that works just as well. It's just that it's not, you know, it's not natural. So when it's polished like that, the energy is a little bit smoother. Personally, I prefer the natural stuff, the natural fluorite, especially when it's high quality natural fluorite. It's amazing. It's like when it's high quality, you can't even mimic that. There's another example of the high quality fluorite from the glassy green, translucent glassy green fluorite that I was showing earlier. Right here we have two big ones. This big one, this is from the same mine as these. This is from the same lot as these as well. This is from the Shanghuapu mine. This one's a big cluster. This is probably the biggest cluster I've got out of all these here. That's why I had it standing up, and it's self-standing. My personal piece, this is from the same mine, and it's got all these beautiful kind of, you know, steps, layers of growth on top of it. And when you shine a light in the back here, and you look at it, like if you set this to like by the window, and the sunlight hits it from the back, and you look at it from the front, oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. How it just kind of sets it off like that. So, fluorite, different, you know, variations, many different variations. Just awesome mineral in general. If you really need to, if you find yourself not flowing properly, right? This is who I'd recommend fluorite to, especially to these people. If you find yourself, like the metaphysical benefits of it, right? If you find yourself not flowing as much as you'd like, you know, if you find yourself kind of just stuck, your energy is not moving, you're not flowing, for whatever reason you're not flowing, for whatever reason you're not just moving, and you're not, you know, too calm as well, because fluorite's also calming, I would get some fluorite. I would highly recommend fluorite for you when you do your meditations, your relaxing sessions, or just carrying around you all day, just to help you kind of flow better, help your energy release and flow. What it does is, you know, you have your energy that's right here, up and down your spine, your spirit, your core, your kundalini is what they call it. And then it goes out up through the crown, and then you have what looks like a big, you know, hot air balloon above your head of energy. You know, it's literally like a big balloon like that, but all above your head, and it just goes way up. It goes, you know, pretty high up there actually, and that's like the rest of your spirit, your energy. It cuts off very, like up here. It cuts off, and then that's like your filter to the other side, your energy to the other side, and the rest of it is the energy on the other side. That's part of you. That's your spirit, but it's cut off by this second dimensional barrier, this filter, which is what separates this dimension, 3D, from the other side, where we go when these bodies drop. And so you have all this going on, right? And if you're not flowing properly, if you feel like you're not flowing properly, I would definitely get some fluorite and just kind of have that with you. If you just enjoy, flowing, you don't have to have it with you to do a serious kind of meditation session, a serious, spiritual work. You can have it with you while you're doing that, but also you can just have it with you like every day, carrying it with you every day. If you're feeling like, maybe you wake up tomorrow and you might feel like, well, why am I feeling so sluggish today? What's going on? I don't know. Try getting some fluorite to help you kind of flow better. Help your energy flow better, help you get going, and maybe it might even relax you and calm you down at the same time. So, also when you astral project, when you work with like your pineal gland, astral projection, etc., fluorite's also a good stone to have because it helps you get flow out more. Because when you astral project, you're actually taking your spirit, your energy, and you're flowing out and going places. So, fluorite will help you with that as well. But everything you see here, I actually have on my shop, on my Etsy. I believe it's all up there now, and you can check it out, see what you like. There's many different photos of all these stones. You can shoot me any questions if you want. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about fluorite today and talk about the differences, the metaphysical properties of them, and I'll have my Etsy link below. Thanks guys for watching, and I'm going to keep this series going, crystals and coffee, and every time I'll talk about a different stone, a different mineral. Some are more common, some are not, and talk about the physical and the metaphysical properties and differences of them, and just have fun. That's pretty much it. So thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Hey, what's up guys? I hope you guys enjoyed that video on fluorite. I just want to say really quick, happy 4th of July to everybody out there. I hope you guys get to spend some great time with family over the weekend and have a great time, barbecue and just get outside and enjoy some fireworks and whatnot. I just want to say really quick that with 4th of July, I'm going to have a sale coming this weekend. One of the bigger sales throughout the year that I usually have is around this time right now, and I'll have it up right now as this video is being uploaded, so it should already be up by the time you guys watch this video, and it's going to run through the weekend. I got more crystals and coffee videos to put out here, and I got some cool new stones that I've never really usually had, so I'm excited to talk about a lot more crystals and different minerals and crystals and stuff, and what they can do for us metaphysically, and also new stuff in my store. So check out the sale, and I'll see you guys soon.